Oh shit!
Heyo.
Oh shit! That was lagging. That little 5 minute thing. I figured out how to play that part on the guitar.
Oh, did you? I was wondering if you did. I could hear you playing, or I couldn't hear you playing, but I could see you. I was going to ask,
Oh, you were
actually.
watching me the whole time.
Not the whole time. I can only look at you for so long, but no, I could see you were playing with the guitar. I'm like, oh, I bet he's trying to figure out that theme.
Anyway, y'all heard it.
You heard it. You
Hello.
know how it goes. Hello,
Yeah, you
everybody.
heard it. I'm not gonna fucking sit here and explain it.
No, we shouldn't have to. That's on you.
No. Yeah. It's like it was on me.
Coffee
right.
time, real quick.
Coffee time. Camera's not flipped this time, so you can see the lettering. The C4 paired. What's this one called? This one's called Tropical Tundra Frost.
Oh, nice. I'm drinking coffee today. Going to show you guys, because everyone keeps calling me a giant Viking. So, just to prove that I am a giant Viking, here's how big my hand is on a regular coffee cup. It's a small coffee cup. It's a small coffee cup.
Oh, he's just being modest, folks.
But it does say Viking stuff on it. This is actually from Iceland. I found it at Goodwill.
Find
For
some good
$1.
stuff at Goodwill.
It's probably less than $1. It's Goodwill. No, it's Goodwill. It was $1.
Like I said, this sweatshirt here, I think, was from a Goodwill. I can't remember.
I've seen you wear that in person. It's very cozy looking.
It is pretty cozy. It's not as itchy as you would think. It's not as itchy.
I can see why it would look itchy.
I don't know if these are different pride flags. I don't care if they are. I'll be advertisement. I don't care. Join us.
Join us. So, we are talking about a fun topic today. Morning, Paul.
Howdy.
But to keep with the holiday spirit and be lighthearted and jovial, we're going to talk about the Zodiac Killer because it's such a hilarious case.
Oh my
so
God.
Funny.
I mean, I sit down, I'm like, hey, I need to be in a good mood. I need to think of something funny real quick.
Let me look up some of these Zodiac cases.
Right. Fucking Z630. Masterpiece. I'm using jargon like I'm an expert, but in reality, I typed, give me a quick digestible summary of the Zodiac Killer to ChatGPT
Please.
Before we started.
You type into the prompt like, okay, I'm going to be on a live stream in 5 minutes about the Zodiac. I know nothing. Help me.
Right. But if you saw my post on Facebook, I did disclaim that. I'm fucking ignorant.
I wouldn't say you're ignorant. So the Zodiac is also Paul's father, I see in the chat.
His father. Okay. The Zodiac is his father.
He was just a misunderstood dashboard.
I thought maybe he was giving me a suggestion for things to think of when I need a laugh.
I didn't know if you caught that I read what he said down there wrong. He said dash, and I read it dashboard intentionally. It was a misunderstood dashboard. Oh, if you have to explain the joke, it's not funny, Dustin.
That's okay. Everybody gets
fine.
one. It's
Everyone
Tuesday,
gets one.
okay?
Tell him, Peter.
Apparently, everybody gets one. As you can see in breaking news, got a little bit of the fuzz back. I decided just mustache and soul patch.
Oh, for some reason I didn't notice that. Maybe because I've seen you almost every day for the past week. I just didn't notice it.
Right. You're watching it grow in real time.
Yeah,
like,
you just don't realize it. It's like when you're playing Red Dead Redemption and Arthur's beard starts growing and you're like, oh man, oh shit, it's growing. Okay.
Right. You go to trim it, you see it's at level 5, needs the oil to grow more. You're like, oh,
yeah, mine's level 4 right now. I need some beard oil.
Need some oil.
Well, it might. I don't know. On Red Dead, this might be a 5.
I think you give me till Christmas, I'll have something hanging off the face.
Oh, you should go for a level 7.
Oh my God, dude. Mine starts to curl really bad. It gets to about here, and then it just fucking does whatever it wants.
That's kind of my, like, if mine was straightened out, it would be way longer.
Right, and like, over the years, I've had people, like, gift me balms and, like, fucking oils and stuff, and I did use the oils a little bit when I was younger.
The waxes and shit.
Funny thing, though, yeah. Especially the oils. And the funny thing about those is they have caffeine in them, so like they made my face tingle really bad. I'm like, I don't like this, dude. I bought like the straightener brushes that you can get for them.
Yep, I got one of
Nothing.
those. I just keep forgetting to use it. I think if I use oil, wax, and the brush, mine looks rather magnificent as it stands right now. You know, and also I drive a lot, and when I'm driving, even in the winter, I have the window down, so it kind of gets everywhere.
So
But
that one side of your face is just taking it all full force.
yeah,
Yeah,
where
it's got
like
the right shape to it though, if that makes sense. You know, it's got like it comes out and it gives you this like pseudo jawline, which I think
yeah.
any guy with a beard is going for.
Me, it's
Not
just to
all
hide.
of them.
It's just to hide this monstrosity of a face. But
God damn it, dude.
but today, like I said, we're talking about the Zodiac killer. And the reason we chose this is last week we did Ed Gein, and I think I think this will be something we've discussed it about doing it in the future. For October's, we'll start doing a true horror segment on Tuesdays, just in October. But we didn't get to do all of it this year. But hey, we did some of it. So
Right. We're still
but-
learning. We're in our infancy, folks. Okay, you got to
Yeah,
understand.
this
We're
is-
not even a year old at this yet.
Yeah,
okay?
this is our freshman year.
Coming up on a year though, baby. Let's go.
Coming up on a year. It's insane that we've come this far.
Right.
Not very, but we've come this far.
Butter, the D&D shit. Tabletop beard is the shit.
Tabletop beer.
Oh, okay. You
yeah,
want real results. Butter.
the good stuff. Get the good stuff. Before we go any further, we mentioned this earlier. What we're going to do today a little different because usually our comment section has a lot of great questions, but it's always chaos. So we're going to address questions at the end of the episode instead of trying to answer everybody during the episode because it gets chaotic. So ask away, but just don't feel like we're ignoring you. We will answer questions later. True horror should be done on April 15th. It's taxes. That's scary shit. That's true.
True. I don't mean to come up with ideas midstream or
No,
step
it's
on
great.
You, but
We love that.
No, I totally love it when you fucking remind me on
Totally
there.
love
I love
it.
it.
You don't undermine because there's no chain of command. We're equal. That's
Well, no, yeah, but like okay, instead of like the very end, how's about
that's shits. That's the shits. That's horrible.
No, that's the
joking.
tits right now. Okay,
That's the tits.
That's the tits.
All right, go ahead. I'll sue it interrupting you.
What if instead of at the end, you like find it not find, but like as we're going through the timeline and stuff, we find breakpoints. If there's so many comments, we'll fucking we'll be like, all right, we'll stop here, read the comments, do our little sidebar, and be like, all right, now we're gonna jump back into.
Tell you what, if you see a comment that's like relevant to whatever we're talking about, just let me know.
Okay.
That way, but I do like your idea of let's take some breaks throughout here, and so we don't get overwhelmed at the end. For one, that's a good idea.
Yeah, and people that want to ask comments, it's not like you have to wait however long this stream
Yeah,
goes on to
because some
finally.
people can't stay for all of it. We have no lives, but some people do things. So
Right. Our longest stream was what? We pushed almost 2 hours, or was it like an hour and a half and some change? I think one of them.
it was closer to 2, but it was definitely over an hour and a half. Definitely over an hour and a half.
Right.
So what
That's
do
all
you
to
say we?
We're not gonna make you sit all the way through that.
We will.
And now I'll
we
stop
will.
talking. Take it
All
away,
my
Dustin.
comments are relative. Your comments are related to what? Who?
I think he's saying they are relatives.
No, yeah, that's what I thought he was saying. They are relatives. They're all his father. So, we're about to jump into this, so let's hit our beautiful theme music. How about that?
Oh yeah, I forgot all about theme music. Let's do it.
Oh, love that beautiful theme music.
Hey, did you guys see that? Because I did not.
I saw it. I don't know.
You saw it.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can see it on any of our...
Did Brother Paul see it?
Yeah, it shows up on the YouTube stream, so I'm assuming it's on all of them.
Okay. Sorry, guys. I fucking
That's why I always keep background stuff going on.
okay.
That's why I'm also. It's also why I just zone out sometimes. You see me just going like this.
1,000-yard stare.
Yeah, it's because I'm checking some stuff. But I'm trying to keep up our Facebook, the Facebook profile for me because it live streams there too. And remember last time we had some new commenters, and I didn't see it till afterwards. So we're gonna try to make sure. Oh, Missy's here. Hi, Missy.
Missy.
Oh.
All right, we got the Belly Barn crew up in this bitch now.
Oh yeah. The Bo's OGs. The Bo G's, if you will.
Oh yeah, Bo G's.
Oh, that's awful.
Right on. Okay, so it's just me. Sorry for the hold up there.
No, you're good. We have to figure. Well, maybe we're switching software soon, and maybe that won't be an issue anymore. So, just a heads up, we're gonna be trying some new stuff here soon, and so it might look a little bit different, and it will look better because we can do a lot more with this other software. But hopefully,
everything we do is better, and quite frankly,
it's bigly better. Oh, so let's. What do you say we jump right into the first known murders of the Zodiac killer?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. The first incident happened on Lake Herman Road on December 20th, 1968. This is the first known murder. The victims were David Faraday, 17 years old, and his girlfriend Betty Lou Jensen, 16. They were shot in a parked car on Lake Herman Road, Benicia, California. The victims' positions, bullets, and forensics suggested an ambush with a .22 caliber weapon. Initial investigation did not immediately link to a serial killer, obviously, because it was the first one. But this is the starting point. This is what, where it first. It was the old Lovers Lane trope. This was the Lake Herman Road was the Lovers Lane. Don't go to Suckface Hill. Things will happen.
Right.
Oh, I'm the belly. She's the barn. Oh man, the fucking chat is just.
We're getting off to a good start here. Love it.
This gonna be a great one. Yeah.
Love it. I love comments that make me laugh. You guys.
I personally love it when it becomes chaos in the chats.
Right. You all just fight it out. It's like two kids in kindergarten. You just gotta let them fight it out. All right. Enough with that voice. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the voice is on and you can't turn it off.
I'm sorry. It's just like the other one, but we won't speak his voice. He's like Voldemort. Once he's spoken into existence, I cannot help myself.
So, this would be a good place to kind of mention that there's differences between serial killers, spree killers, and just people that just randomly kill. Well, no, I guess it's serial killers have a cooldown period. Whereas a spree killer tends to kill right after another. It may just be a day or two, but there's no real cooldown. It's just to the next, on to the next. With the Zodiac, the first one happened in December on the 20th in 1968. The second one happened on July 4th, 1969. This was at Blue Rock Springs. Again, 2 victims. Another Lover's Lane type of situation. However, out of the two victims, one actually survived this one. They were shot in their car, as were the first. And at 12:40 a.m., a payphone call was made to the police department where the attacker claimed responsibility and referenced the first killings and established that they're connected, obviously. Nancy Slover later discussed the call publicly. I've actually found a video of her talking about it. Didn't watch the whole thing because I didn't have time, but...
Right.
But yeah, reconstruction of the call through her, eyewitness testimony. There's no recordings of any Zodiac 911 calls. I thought there was. I was thinking of the movie. That happens. Yeah, it happens. But yeah, she's talked about this publicly, and due to that, people have been able to reconstruct, and there's been a lot of discussion about the call by people who are obsessed with this case and actual investigators. It's interesting. It's interesting on the second kill, he didn't hide what he did. He called the police and even connected himself to the other murder. So I don't know if it was like a psychological control and thrill for him to do that or what it was, but that's, not many serial killers. I can't think of any actually that would just call the police and brag. Hey, I just go to this place. I just killed somebody.
It's like, you guys look so fucking stupid looking in that spot. Yeah.
You guys seem pretty bored.
Right. Must have been pretty disappointed when you saw I wasn't at the scene of the crime.
You sound like Joe Swanson.
Hey, Peter. Yeah.
Whoops.
Oh wait, there was a sound I wanted to play for you and the crowd.
Okay.
Anytime something fucked up happens, I'm gonna play that sound.
That thing's gonna get burned out today.
Yeah.
Oh, so hold on a second. I lost my notes. I made the mistake of accidentally clicking a notification on my phone, and that's what sent me into a spiral. Don't know what's going on anymore.
Don't text and drive.
Don't
today's lesson.
Don't text and try to do a live stream and type at the same time.
You will get overwhelmed quick.
You will.
That I can tell you.
Absolutely.
That was soft.
Soft. SAWFT. So, he didn't refer. I wanted to double check this. That's why I didn't just flat out say it yet. He did not start referring to himself as the Zodiac yet in this phone call. He just made a 911 call. I believe it was something to the effect of, "Hi, I'd like to report a murder, and I'm also responsible for those, or I also killed those kids at Lake Herman Road." Yeah, something to that effect. So, yeah, he didn't call and say, "Oh no, someone's been murdered." He said, "I'd like to report a murder."
I'd like to.
Yeah, I'd like to. I'm not going to. Oops.
Right. It's an instant giveaway. That dude did it.
I'd
like to report him.
You know what I'm referring to. I'm assuming. I'll send it to you later. So,
giveaway. I think I know.
Yeah, there he goes. Dead giveaway. Anyway, his third set of victims came September 27th, 1969, at Lake Berryessa. The victims were Brian Hartnell, he's the one who survived, and Cecilia Shepard, who was killed in the incident. They were basically at a lake in the middle of the... Was this in the middle of the day? I can't remember. Doesn't matter. I should have made a note. I think it was in the middle of the day. They were in the evening. They were in the lake. At the lake. They weren't in the lake. Having a picnic. He wore a handmade hood with the circular crosshair symbol painted on it. He tied the victims up, stabbed them repeatedly, and then wrote on the victim's car in blood, Valhio, I think I'm saying that right, Valhio 12 20 68 7 4 69 9 27 69 by knife, which is the dates of each of those murders. And Valhio, I wish I could pronounce it right, was the county that all this happened in. So that was the police that he called that county when he called earlier. It's the Valhio, whatever.
Valhio.
But yeah, if I remember right, I think it was in blood. He wrote those dates and then by knife underneath of that. And then...
That's crazy.
Also phoned to report the attack afterwards. And I believe this was the first time that he referred to himself as the Zodiac. And I believe, I want to make sure... all right, I'm going to say I believe so. I'm not sure 100%. Can't find that. I'm not going to spend all time looking for that. But he I believe this was the phone call where he opened it by saying, "This is the Zodiac speaking," and referred to, "I would like to report a murder," or whatever, or "I killed these people." I can't remember exactly. And I had a hard time finding the transcriptions. Maybe I didn't look in the right places. Maybe I didn't word it right. But we are going to get to some of this stuff pretty soon.
Right.
Shit. Actually, I made notes down here about... God damn it.
I'd like to report a murder. Hell, I'd love to report a murder. I did.
Yeah,
It.
some of the stuff I just said, forgot I've already got. I separated some of this stuff to make it easier, and then guess what? It didn't make it easier.
Well,
It did not.
I think the effort should be appreciated anyway.
Well, this is what happens when I put a research, because we talked about doing this topic a while back because I like this kind of stuff. And I kind of put it on the back burner, and so when I picked it back up, I probably shouldn't have been smoking weed as much as I was when I did. And I think I jumbled up a couple of things, and I should have proofread it, but it happens. The stuff's here. We'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get there. And it wouldn't be an episode of EDH
if it wasn't complete chaos, right?
Yeah, right. If we seem like we know what we're doing, you're on the wrong fucking channel. Okay, we are amateurs, like the porn.
We're going to put this here for a little bit in case anyone's joining us late. If you want to ask questions, leave them in the comments, and we will definitely get to them at the end of the episode or in the middle. We're going to take a couple of breaks, and we'll probably hit them a little earlier than that. The fourth confirmed victim, or not, well, we get there. Paul will get in semantics with me if I say confirmed. But the fourth victim of the Zodiac, or was claimed by the Zodiac, how about that, was a taxi driver named Paul Steen. He was shot in the head in San Francisco. Now, see that? What's wild about that is that's a complete break from his MO for the past 3 murders. Instead of, teenagers on Lover's Lane, he just kills a random taxi driver in an urban setting, as opposed to out in the lake, out by the lake, out by these old, these places where people aren't at. It's in San Francisco.
What did the dude have against people getting laid?
Maybe he couldn't get. Oh, he might have been. Maybe the Zodiac wasn't a cool name. Maybe Tiny Dick Killer would have been a lot better.
He was an incel.
The incel slasher.
Girls like me. I'm nice.
I earned it. I opened a door for you.
Right. God. Curtis has joined the chat.
Oh, about time.
Fucking crazy, dude. Yeah.
Wait a minute. This isn't Gooners Anonymous. No, it's not.
No, this is gooning anonymously.
No, this would be nominally, not anonymously.
Nominously, yeah.
Nominously.
So
that could be a whole sidebar. I'm not gonna take the bait, boo boo.
All right. I tried.
The Zodiac later mailed a piece of Paul Stein's shirt, shirt to the Chronicle as proof, the San Francisco Chronicle, taunting authorities and the media, and witnesses in the area gave a composite sketch of a man leaving the scene. So none of this really fits the MO, and serial killers do evolve in what they do sometimes, but I
wonder if they get bored. They're like,
yeah, if they just need that extra. Yeah, that's been a theory of some of that stuff.
Or like, man, this just don't do it for me anymore. Like I need to spice it up a little bit.
I think that's what it is. They become desensitized.
I need to cut off limbs. I need to store heads in freezers and stuff. Where did that accent come from? I don't know. Anyway.
It happens. Right.
Yeah. So we'll find a stopping point here soon and catch up on some of these comments.
Yeah, let me see where we're at right here and see.
Not stopping point. I mean to say break, not stopping point.
Good breaking point. Breaking point.
Break point.
Actually, now would be a great time because our next section is actually going to be more about the letters and the ciphers and the phone calls, the communications. Right. So those are the big 4 instances. I wanted to say victims, but some victims survived. I think there was 5, if I counted right, that died.
Okay.
Hold on. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, he killed 5. 2 survived. So yeah, those were the ones that they believe the Zodiac actually committed. He claims a lot more, and we'll get there. But right. That's where we're at so far. So let's answer some questions.
All right. We'll start with Paul, who said the Nation of Chaos is here, and that is true. Okay.
That's true. Not a question. True.
It's a true statement, and we appreciate those too. And if
Oh
you
yeah,
know,
I
you
love
know.
true statements.
Missy said, "Is there still a conspiracy that Ted Cruz is the Zodiac?"
That's kind of died down, but
I think they probably just said that because they don't, because Ted Cruz fucking sucks. He just sucks. I'm not going to go into detail, but anyway, Paul said my mom. Um,
good point. Good point.
good point. I think maybe Ted Cruz is his mom. Maybe.
Maybe there's something to that.
Ask your questions. That one's pinned. Paul said, "Dude seemed to have a thing for bodies of water." I know. I was thinking he was like, that's like a very Jason. It reminds me of like Jason Voorhees, like
Yes,
fucking killing sleeping teenagers at fucking Camp Crystal Lake.
and it was
It's
kind
like
of a
again,
similar MO. He was killing them because they were having premarital sex. So
right? You need to have a ring on your finger, and then I won't kill you. It's really that simple,
I'm safe.
right? Hey, me too. Mine's just off. That's it. Paul said, "You are professional amateurs." That's right. We have made a little money doing what we do. I mean, and I say a little, I mean a little, but hey, it
Not
all
from this
counts, and we appreciate
podcast.
all of it.
From our
Right.
other
Well,
podcast, yeah.
from our father company, Fat Man
Oh no,
Studios.
people have given us stars on here. That's true.
That's right. That's right.
Feel free to give
Uh,
us some stars too.
All right, and then Curtis. Wait a minute. This isn't Gooners Anonymous. I wish it was. I have a problem. Um,
This
maybe
was
next
supposed to be
podcast.
anonymous.
Why'd you say my name, dude? You fucked it up. Maybe the Zodiac. Paul said maybe the Zodiac was female. What do you think about that? Given all your knowledge, anything to you that would entertain that speculation?
No, but it's a good question. I never crossed my mind, honestly.
How many? While we're on that subject, do you know the ratio? Like you hear all these names and shit, and like they're always men. Like how many women serial killers are there? Do you know?
The first one that comes to mind is Elaine Warnos.
Okay.
She did some pretty brutal killings. I can't think of any other good ones off the top of my head, but that might just be because she kind of stuck out for being so vicious.
Right. Do you feel, in your opinion, before you get cold hard facts, just off the cuff, would you say like the ratio to man to woman? It seems like more men are serial killers than
Oh, definitely, yeah.
so. Like cops maybe at the time wouldn't even entertain looking
That's
for a
true.
woman because they're like, only a man can carry out something this heinous because he's a fucking man.
So I did look it up, and I was looking away to answer your question before I got a biased answer, or not a biased answer, but before I biased myself. Female serial killers, according to Google search, female serial killers make up approximately 8 to 10% of all known serial killers, indicating that they are far less common than their male counterparts, which I feel that's true.
Yeah,
It's
probably.
also, I've heard this before too, women killers are less likely to use violence as their way of murder, which I know sounds contradictory, but they tend to use poisoning or things like that without like the actual violent act of it. So
Okay.
often targeting vulnerable individuals, including family members or acquaintances. Elaine Warnos, I believe she killed men that were coming to her for sex work. Like she was a sex worker, and she would pick up her clients and dispose of them.
Okay. All right, that's interesting. It sounds like the women try to stay a little more incognitus about it, a little more like,
It's
oh,
like with
I don't know.
everything else in life, women are usually smarter about it.
Fair enough. Never met a woman that wasn't smarter than me.
I met a few. Anyway, yeah, I'm looking at a couple of things. But yeah, everything I could see on famous serial killers, most used poison and other means, strangulation sometimes, but usually poisoning.
Right. So I'll get to the rest of these on here, and then we'll carry on to our next
Yeah.
thing. All right, Curtis said, I see the mix-up. Very easy, a lot more common than you'd expect. A lot of people come in here and say, is this Gooners Anonymous? We have to say, no, we goon anonymously. This is proud to goon industries.
Proud to goon. Goon to go.
P2G, baby. P2G. Paul said, Big D swinging Mr. Curtis there. Goddamn right. He radiates big dick energy. Hello, Sarah Qualick. Hello, Sarah. Thank you for joining this evening.
Sorry, I don't know if she's actually joined us before.
Don't know if this is more than you expected. Like, oh god, these guys are fucking dumb. And hey,
she knows me. She knows or that I'm pretty dumb at least. So she has an expectation.
Okay, well, good. At least, as long as you're not totally fucking blindsided by it.
And she also points out manipulation is another tactic that female serial killers seem to use.
Okay, there's two Sarahs in here this evening. I see Sarah Abigail Murray. I'm getting a little.
Oh, I didn't see the last name. I only saw Sarah. Sorry about that.
No, I was reading Paul's comment about Sarah Qualick. So.
I just saw Sarah, and then I saw a name Sarah, but I don't see the full name on mine. So that's why I got you here, boo boo.
Let's see. Curtis said, in the digital flesh. That's right. Well, sir, you're more than just a bunch of numbers in this podcast. You're also a good friend. Paul said, evolve, yes. Change MO completely? I don't know about that, Tim. Well, it's a valid point, man. You know, I feel like that's also kind of what distinguishes a serial killer from some, like, just fucking garden variety. I'm gonna go shoot up a group of people who don't expect it. You know, they've got like a pattern and like a formula about them. And you know,
yeah, I agree with you. I see exactly like I agree with. I don't know. Paul's right. The change the MO completely is the big thing there. It wasn't like he just changed from strangulation to shooting. He changed the location. You know, he's out of his comfort zone. So yeah, that one stuck out to me for the same reason. It's completely out there.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's not like 180, like he's just drastically, well, I say he under, you know, that presupposition. But I'm just saying, like, you know, it's not even a 180, it's just like different. You know, so that's like a different style. Like, you know, I feel like it'd be easy for someone who does something a certain way to do the complete opposite. You see what I'm getting at? Like, words no work very well, brain's stupid, but idea is there. Okay.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
A few more comments and then we'll carry on. Paul said, the ring on Dustin's finger is not the reason he is safe from premarital sex. Oh, shit. Yeah, it's because he's too awesome, okay? And the women couldn't handle his raw fucking power. Anyway. Melissa Jones said, it is statistically unlikely but possible. Yeah, the Zodiac killer could be a woman. And that's kind of what Sarah Murray said too. Never thought of it now till either. Exactly. Like, I mean, you think of violence and stuff. I think the mind instantly kind of goes to a man. You know, like a scary man that's, I don't know, watching you from somewhere. Okay. Yep. Several female serial killers killed more because they were never suspected. Fair point. That was Missy.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Missy would know.
Paul. Yeah, right. Keep an eye on that one.
Love you, Missy.
Keep an eye on that one. Missy's one of those people that are like, you know, I know how to hide a body. Don't fuck with me.
Oh yeah, if I had to hide a body, the first person I go to is Missy Jones.
Well, I'll tell you this. This is what distinguishes me from the rest of you cowards. Yeah, I said cowards. I mean it. No, I don't really. But I would own it. I'd take the Zodiac killers. I'd be like, I'd like to report a murder because I did it. It was me.
That's why I like it.
Hell, I loved it.
Hell, I loved it.
Let's see. Women are better at hiding their crimes in general. Like most things, women are in fact better than men. Yeah, agreed. Paul?
Agreed.
Very insightful, sir. Manipulation, tactics, poison. That's what Sarah said. I think you read that comment earlier. Yeah. See, I could make a great joke and sound super sexist, but I won't for the sake of being respectful.
We have a lot of ladies in the audience today, Boo Boo. I say go for it.
Glad to see that. Glad to see that. Okay, well, fucking in for a penny, in for a pen. Good job. All right. You want to know what it is? Go ahead and play the fucking music.
Oh boy, let me pull that up real quick because we're gonna need it.
It's Boo Boo's bullshit.
We needed this.
The reason they got to use poison and manipulative tactics is because they know they couldn't physically dominate me. Yeah, me. I don't know about other men, but me. Yeah. He's not included in this. Don't look at him. All right. It's all me. Yeah. You can act all disturbed over there. No, just kidding. I don't really have much to say about it. That was not really a good bullshit, but I just wanted to hear the music.
Well, we didn't know if we get to play it again. We're going to get to play it again for sure.
Right. Okay. A few more. Women are better. Manipulation tactics, poison. Yeah. So all valid points, and I think it is honestly smarter because you could the economy's better. You could kill more, and there's no. Well, there is evidence, but like I think it's not out of bounds to say one is just more like you got blood and murder weapons and fingerprints and shit at the scene of a crime versus like a sprinkle of little fucking anthrax in your soup or something like that, or show tits to get another man to do something stupid for me. It's brilliant. It's infinitesimally brilliant. All right. The movie Monster is pretty good. Never seen it.
Needed this earlier. Do you see this?
What does it say?
It's right there on
bullshit are not reflective. Oh yeah. That's very important to note. Like I have autonomy here. Okay, Dustin is allowed to also sit here and say, "Shut the fuck up, dude," because I sometimes I need that. Movie Monster.
I wouldn't do
Never
that.
seen Monster.
I've not seen Monster either. I have definitely heard of it. Never seen it.
Paul said hello to Sarah Abigail Murray. Hello again, Sarah Abigail Murray. Thanks for tuning in. We fucking, that's really cool. Appreciate that. Sarah said, you'd also always expect intelligence from them, all but then there's the ones that like the... Wait. Let me read that
There's
again.
ones like the confession killer is who she was talking about. There's ones like the confession killer. I don't know much about that case. I've definitely heard the name. I think there's a documentary somewhere that I saw recently that I haven't watched yet, but I saw that it was on there about the confession killer. I have to look into that one. Before we go on, since I think we're about caught up. Zodiac knew he was almost caught and ran with that adrenaline, I think. Maybe. But I don't know if they ever really got close enough to him.
Sarah said, just you, man. Definitely. It's just me. And it's probably not true. Like, I'd probably, honestly, like, my go-to would be the fetal position. Like, if a bear were attacking me. Like, I'd just, please.
Future.
Let's use words. Words. We are almost done.
Fuck up.
Yeah. Yeah, I should. Everybody could do to shut the fuck up a little bit once in a while.
Oh, I switched drinks because I'm out of coffee.
Okay, you got the zero sugar. All right, so I think that's all the comments.
We're caught up pretty much.
We'll find another. We'll find another stopping point. I know I skipped.
Yeah. Keep on asking questions. Keep on leaving your comments.
Missy asked us not to reveal her secrets, but
we already did, so we're going to skip that.
Well, if I turn up dead, it's Missy's fault.
Yeah, she knows where to hide us. So let's jump back into this timeline.
Right. Where were we?
We're about to talk about the communications.
Yeah. Right. The ciphers.
Yeah, the ciphers too. The Z408 cipher is the first one, I believe. There were 3 different newspapers that received a third of a 408 cipher. The letter contains a notorious line that was publicly published when they deciphered it, which was, "I like killing people because it is so much fun."
It's very, very fun.
It continued with, it says, "I like killing people because it is so much fun. It is more fun than killing wild game in the forest because man is the most dangerous animal of all." So,
Okay.
The Z408 cipher, the one that was distributed between 3 different newspapers, was actually solved in August 1969 by Donald and Betty Hardin, and
Nice.
yeah, they're the ones that Hardin, not hard on. But yeah, it also contained a line that said, "To kill something gives me the most thrilling experience. It is even better than getting your rocks off with a girl."
Okay, yeah. So now the killing the fucking kids that are on Makeout Mountain and Sex Lake, it makes sense. Okay, this guy clearly has no fucking idea what he's talking about. All right, there's no way that killing is more fun than having sex, unless you're someone that just, is like, I have an idea of what sex is, but on practice, not really. There was a time at band camp, something happened, and well, I don't really want to talk about it, but I think I have an idea of what sex is. And I stand by it. Killing people is more fun.
Hold on. I see Paul's got a question here, and it's relevant to this, so...
Yeah, Sarah also had some things that were relevant, I saw.
Okay, if you want to read one of those while I look this up.
Yeah, it's only 3, so we'll knock them out right here. And then we're not ignoring you guys. We know you need lots of love, okay? And we're here to give it to you. We're bursting at the seams with love. Hot liquid love.
Stop it.
I'm sorry. Sarah said they'd apparently stopped him one night, and the description the police had was a darker-skinned man, so they let him go.
We're getting to that. We're getting to that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Sarah, you're kind of spoilers. Hello. No, I'm just kidding. Could be mixing shit up, though. TBH, I know too many, I think. Well, this episode goes out to you and the other freaks that love serial killers, then. And freaks with a PH, okay? Not like mean. Not like you don't deserve love. Freaks with a PH. Paul asked, what alphabet did the cipher use?
That's what I'm looking up right now. What exactly it was called.
And in the meantime, I'll answer his next one. Are you sure it's not better than sex? No, I hate stepping on bugs.
I can't prove it.
I don't want to kill. I don't want to kill an animal. I don't want to kill anything. But that's because I'm me. You know how hard it was? We had invasive fucking mice in our old farmhouse. Mice, armies of mice, eating food, shitting everywhere, pissing everywhere, stinking the place up. And I still was such a baby when it came to killing them. I was like, dude, look at it. Look at its beady little eyes. It's so adorable.
Okay, this is interesting. Yeah, I think I know where Paul might have been going, so I don't know how he'll feel about, or really how his opinion on this will be, but that's I want to know it. I'm be you. I'm looking at this is like it's the history.com. It's citing FBI and all this other stuff, so I know it's legit if you believe in ancient aliens, but
legit.
Yeah, there have been many ciphers over the centuries that have used strange symbols, which is what the Zodiac, if you've ever seen the Zodiac ciphers, they've got some actual alphabetical symbols in it, but others are just bizarre, like they aren't in any alphabet. This is interesting because I didn't know this. Among the symbols included in his ciphers were circles and shapes with different portions shaded in. These are ideograms believed to have been invented by Harvey Popple of Booz Allen Hamilton. Not making that up. It's a management consulting firm known for its defense and intelligence contracts. Not making this up either. It's going to sound like I am. They call these because his name was Harvey. He worked at Booz Allen Hamilton. They call these symbols Harvey balls or booze balls. Not making it up. They were symbols used in Consumer Report, most notably being used in the Consumer Report's product rating. The killer's use of some symbols may have originated from seeing Harvey's balls. It's possible he may have had a connection to the Booz Hamilton company or a related company. So I always thought these were like hieroglyphics, but now looking at it in that context, okay, yeah. I see it.
Right. All right. Booze balls.
Booze balls. Tell you what, I'm going to
Harvey balls.
put one of these up here.
For
Just gotta
your
remember how to
viewing
do this.
pleasure.
For your viewing pleasure. We're going to show one of the ciphers, and then I will tell you what cipher it is once I figure out how to work this. Come on now. Come on now.
All right. You said it. Booze balls. Thank you for that, brother. Appreciate that.
There is I believe that's the 340 cipher.
347. Hang on. Let me put on my spectacles so I can see that fine print, young man.
Put on the spectacles.
I can't see. Her. Oh my god, dude. What the fuck? Okay, I see what you mean about the different sides being silhouetted and stuff.
Yeah. And basically, the idea with this was, let's see if I can explain it right. You look through these, and it's just gibberish, right? There's a bunch of symbols, there's a bunch of this and that.
Mm-hmm. Aren't you?
But the way to decipher, or the way that most decoders figure these type of things out, is by going through and finding a common letter, like a letter that's, let's say if it was H, for example, H is used multiple times, which means it must be A, or it's being used in place of A or I, or something that we commonly use in a English speak.
Right.
And then you're able to kind of trace it down from there. But this is coming from someone who enjoys like this kind of the cipher kind of thing. Even used it with a wrestling gimmick at one point. This is not a simple cipher, at least for me. Like, just looking at this, there's no way I can look at it and be like, okay, yeah, I can decode this.
I was reading earlier, and I hope I'm not getting ahead here, but like one of the reasons why it took them so long to crack it is because they couldn't find like an anchor, or I can't remember what they called it. An anchor, one of the symbols, couldn't figure out what it meant, so you could like, it's like decoding anything. I think once you have a letter that stands for another letter, then you can fucking
you
can
kind of break it down with that.
Right.
Another thing I noticed here, and I know you can't see where I'm pointing, but right under there's HER for her at the very beginning. Mm-hmm. You look down below the E, there's a 9.
Yeah.
And then 2 more down, or sorry, 1, not the next line, but the line after that, the fourth line.
Yeah.
There's 2 9s next to each other.
Right.
That's another way to find an anchor. The 2 letters beside each other. For example, it could be the word soon. There's 2 O's next to each other, so that those 2 9s must be O. Mm-hmm. That kind of thing. And there's more. If you look through here, you can see some others where there's 2 letters next to each other that could indicate. So that's kind of it. And I can't decode this fucking thing.
When I told you I looked up the quick digestible GPT summary, one of the things it said was like how when some of the more modern people, I am definitely getting ahead of myself here, but like there's something about reading it diagonal and a certain way you read it instead of like left to right. I think that's part of what held them up too. Mm-hmm. Pretty cool.
This cipher, the Z340, was finally broken in December 2020. 51 years, after it was let out. And it wasn't even a professional law enforcement person who cracked it. There was a amateur team of sleuths, including a guy named David Oranchak, sorry, who's a software developer in Virginia. We have a Virginia.
Nice.
Sam Blake, who is a mathematician from Melbourne, Australia, and Jarl van Eek, who is a warehouse operator and computer programmer in Belgium.
Nice.
So what this cipher reads, you know what? Hold on, I'll put it up again. That way everyone can see.
Right.
see if you can figure out like how it works.
Sarah said she likes Harvey balls. Yeah, maybe
I enjoy
maybe
Harvey
that too.
balls.
I
Harvey
enjoy
balls is
Harvey balls.
funny.
And booze balls.
That was pretty funny. Booze balls. Where's it at? Okay.
No hammy balls. No ham balls.
No ham balls. They missed out.
Yeah, right.
All right, make sure it's up there. All right, cool. So there, if you guys want to follow along, I'm sure it'll be easy. But this reads, I hope you are having lots of fun and trying to catch me. That wasn't me on the TV show, which brings up a point about me. I'm not afraid of the gas chamber because it'll send me to paradise. It'll send me to paradise all the sooner because I now have enough slaves to work for me where everyone else has nothing. When they reach paradise, I didn't read this beforehand. So they are afraid of death. I am not afraid because I know that my new life will be an easy one in paradise. Death. Why he put death at the end of that, I don't know. I'm reading that straight from the History Channel thing.
What a fucking nut job, dude.
Yeah. So easy to read once you actually hear it out loud.
Like, hey, bud, you could also just be a cool guy in real life and have friends and not have to have people work for you against their will. So, sometimes friends do favors if they like you. If you don't do stuff like murder them.
Yeah, just go outside and touch grass that isn't covered in blood.
Exactly.
There was also the letter he wrote. The first time it was widely noticed of himself, like the first time he publicly called himself the Zodiac was a letter that he wrote or that was sent in on August 4th, 1969. It opened up with the line, "This is the Zodiac speaking." And that's where he claims the name Zodiac, and he includes a cipher. Says the cipher includes his real name, which, when solved, you'd find his name. In fact, when it was actually cracked, there was no name in it. It was a taunt instead. So, yeah, the text actually included his crosshair symbol at the end of it, and threats to increase the amount of victims. So,
God,
there was
was never found, right?
No, never brought to justice. The last letter, as far as the letters go, we're gonna go over that one real quick because it's not much to it. Just briefly, basically, on November 9th, 1969, he sent a letter into the newspapers, threatened a bus bombing, and included additional claims of numbers of victims. It was widely republished in press coverage at the time. Part of the excerpt was up to the end of October, I have killed 7 people. I've grown rather angry with the police. And just ranting and raving. I believe he said something to the effect of, maybe I'll set up near a bus stop and pick the little kiddies off as they get out of school. Just like all these crazy rambling that he never did. It was just to invoke fear, to feel like a big man.
Right, to make you feel big, bombing little kids. You son of a bitch.
I don't know if I'm seeing all of our chat still. Has anyone said anything recently?
I'm not seeing. The last thing was Sarah's Harvey
Sarah?
Balls comments, which Harvey Balls.
Hopefully we can comment down there sometime. I don't know if we're having issues with our comments right now. You can also go to our I think if you keep on
YouTube.
Yeah, you can go to YouTube. I'm also going to check maybe on Facebook. I can see them. So I'm just going to double check just to make sure we're actually seeing everybody's comments. Because I don't want to leave anybody out. Sorry, I got to pause that so I don't hear my voice over and over.
Got something. We were paying attention. Oh, okay. They're just attentive.
Oh, everyone's attention. Okay, cool. That's fine. I just want to make sure you guys are still there, that we haven't bored you to death yet. Or more importantly, that the chat has not frozen up and glitched out. Don't want that. So we already went over the phone calls, I want to report a murder. I shot that man in the car. Blah, 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 blah.
You guys are awesome. Tanner wants to know
it's known that Ted Cruz could be the Zodiac Killer. That's a good point.
I'll just state it for the record, for my record. Fuck Ted Cruz. Even if he's not the Zodiac Killer, fuck him.
Time again for Boo Boo's bullshit. No, I'm joking.
Need one for Boo Boo's political bullshit. No, we don't need it.
No, I would definitely have to scroll off screen for those.
Right. Mr. Hand Puppet, take it away.
Oh, no, just
no, you're good. You guys
what's the over under?
You were paying attention, and we appreciate that. Okay.
Yeah, I will get to Paul's question here in a little bit. Actually, no, we're at a break. We're in between two topics. We're going to move on next to the suspects. But yeah, let's go ahead and get that. Well, I don't know what you're doing, but I'm going to look into this.
Let's see, Raphael Edward Cruz was born in 1970.
So he's clear.
Yeah. Coward.
All right, so
old enough to not leave your state freezing to go to Cancun.
Let's see. All right, can't find anything on that, so I'm just going to do this real quick.
He's like 58. He was born in 1970. Yeah, he's 54. See, now y'all can't say that I slack. Not like you do. But Dustin does all the looking ups and the research, and I just sit here like a fucking idiot. But I looked up Ted Cruz. That's not
true.
Ted Cruz is on my Google search now. No one's ever said that. I just thought it'd be funny to gaslight them.
Okay. As to Paul's question about, what was it? How do you word that again? What's the over-under on the decoding being wrong? Okay. So, depends on the cipher. I had to go with AI for this because I couldn't find a straight answer on Google anywhere. So, take it with a grain of salt. Let's see. For the Z340, the probability of incorrect decoding is very low, less than 1 to 2% given the multi-method verification. So they did multiple different ways to. How old is RFK? Jesus Christ.
On
it. Oh no. So yeah, because of the different ways they used to try to decode the Z340, there's a very low chance that it was incorrect. As for the Z408, the very first one that was decoded in 1969, verified by FBI linguists, it's the probability of incorrect decoding are almost zero. The other ones, just because of the Z13, the Z32, the two that have not been cracked, it's pretty close to 100% that they haven't been decoded properly. Cryptographers, people that specialize in this the cryptic ciphers, they can't verify that there even is a valid solution, that just might be nonsense to frustrate investigators. So, according to the multiple ways of confirming, they don't really think that they are incorrect. So,
God damn it! All right. So we let's see. There's a couple. Some of the guys guessed the age, 54. Curtis was correct. Paul, suspect list as follows: Ted, Bill, Barney from the block, that one guy, me. I hope you're not the Zodiac killer, man. I'm gonna feel real dumb.
Yeah,
Curtis said we can't rule out the killer being the Yeti. I'm just saying you never saw the two in the same place.
We can't.
Sarah said I think it's Ronald McGoddamn Donald. Possibly. I mean, what's under the paint?
Now, does she mean that Ronald McDonald, or are we talking about Ronald McDonald from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
Oh, God. I don't know. Is his name also Ronald McDonald?
Yeah, but I mean, he goes by Mac, but his real name is Ronald McDonald.
Wait, that's Mac's name?
Yeah, that's Mac's name. You didn't know that?
No, I didn't. Okay, so now for my favorite part, my favorite question to answer. How old is RFK Jr.?
Well, it says here that he was born January 17, 1954, making him 71 years old.
And I also want to point out, dude, all I searched up
Oh
in
my
Google was
God.
RFK Jr. Dude, all I searched up was RFK Jr. Top stories: Texas sues Tylenol.
Oh my God.
Loyal Trump soldier in Texas sues Tylenol.
Oh, what is this world we live
God. RFK orders CDC to study alleged harms of offshore wind farms. I mean, real great stuff here. Anyway.
How can you say I have a brainworm when I look like this? My blue jeans don't smell.
Oh, okay. Paul chimed in. I knew he would. So he changes the cipher every time, and we think we've cracked it. We think they've cracked it successfully. I don't think so, Tim. They used multiple ways and confirmed it. They cracked it using multiple methods of verification. The ones that are cracked, the two that aren't, they can't crack.
Curtis said, just don't have sex. Killers love people who don't get any. That seems to be believable. You know, at this point, I mean,
that would explain how some people I know have lived so long.
Right. Speaking of which, Sarah said
Who's Tim?
RFK Jr. is probably hundreds. He's probably Pennywise. I mean,
Who's
again,
Tim?
you never see those two in the same place, so it's possible.
Sorry, I can answer this.
Could
next
you-
one. Who's Tim?
Yeah, who's
Go.
Tim?
It's Tim the Toolman Taylor, Curtis.
Oh my God.
Recently
and
got
I'm
my
just saying,
fiance into that show.
Fucking, what would that sound like? Fucking RFK is Pennywise.
Oh, Georgie, I have your boat right here. I ate a plate full of collard greens earlier with no salt, and they didn't taste very good. Why don't you come down here to the sewer?
When I close my eyes, I can see him. I close my eyes out of frustration, but I can see him.
There's a correlation between boats floating into storm drains and clouds. I've seen it in movies.
Oh,
God, dude. All right, yeah. There's Paul's comeback for you.
yeah, I got new.
I'll read that for you.
Yeah.
How can one validate a code that they got no honest clues for? Could be gibberish and mean nothing. Yeah, Tim the Tool Man. Curtis said, I knew it. The Zodiac Killer is Tim Allen.
Well, all I know for sure for the Zodiac ciphers that were decoded, they were independently verified by experts and the FBI who know a lot more about these things than I do. I have no more argument for it because I don't know. I don't know how they came to these conclusions. I just know that they've come to them. I don't question why anyone comes.
Let's see. Melissa Jones said possible. He was doing shady shit when he was younger. Who, Tim Allen or RFK? Tim Allen, yeah. Didn't he get like fucking wrapped up in like he went
Cocaine.
to prison for coke?
He
Cocaine?
he was distributing cocaine, I believe, selling cocaine, or he
Just
crossed
like
a border or something.
Yeah, just like fucking Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, my favorite thing about the Downey Jr. thing is I know it's fake, but I prefer to believe it. I remember seeing something one time. It was like a meme that said that one time, or at one point in his life, Robert Downey Jr. was heavily involved in drugs and all sorts of self-destructive behavior. Then one day he ate at Burger King and had a burger so awful it made him question everything he was doing with his life, and he turned it around and became Iron Man. And I prefer that story because I hate Burger King. So
You know who he became first. I
Oh,
can't
yeah.
remember his name from when he played in Tropic Thunder. I don't read the script, let the script read me.
Lazarus something.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Kirk
'cause he's actually
Lazarus.
like yeah, because he's actually
Kirk
like
Lazarus.
an Australian blue-eyed blonde-haired dude.
Oh, go
400
watch
years. That
watch
boat is
Tropic
Kirk
Thunder
Lazarus.
if you have never seen it.
Took a
It's
whole lot of
so
touring
funny.
just to get up that hill. That's from the Jeffersons. Just because it's from the TV don't mean it ain't true.
You've been waiting for that.
I fucking dude, that movie's so goddamn funny.
It is funny.
And it's
So-
never on the radar for like, I mean, the dude did blackface and like it's never like
Never
he did
addressed.
blackface and then became fucking Iron Man. Like that's
Just
that's astounding to me.
not a typical transition for Hollywood actors.
No.
So
Tim Allen.
go ahead. You can go ahead and read those, and I'll.
Sorry. I'll read these and then I'll shut up. There's Sarah Abigail said Tim Allen was Tim Allen. He was smuggling, Melissa Jones said. Okay, so what
That's right. Smuggling cocaine.
Curtis said, I hope they catch him and expect us to hate him at like 95 years old and we're all just like, fuck them sex advocates.
So he's
They
hoping
deserved
that
it.
they catch him and parade him out like, oh, we've caught the Zodiac. This is the evil man. And we're like, no, fuck them sex having kids.
I'll tell you what's evil. Premarital sex.
Sex outside of wedlock. That's what's evil.
What do you expect going up to Make Out Mountain? Good times?
They shouldn't have been. I can't even think of it now.
What'd you
Oh,
hope
you
to find
can't
at
just-
Sex Lake?
What'd you expect to find at Slob Knob?
Right, you think you were gonna get sucked off? You got stabbed.
Oh, they shouldn't have been around messing at Fuckface Hill.
Oh my god. What'd you expect when you went to a place called the Gorge?
What do you expect when you go to a place called Impregnation Lake?
Yeah, impregnation is layman's term for get fucking stabbed a bunch of times.
In a way, yeah.
Yeah. Well, shit.
I mean, yeah, it works.
All right.
So,
All right. Boom.
We're gonna go
I
with
did that totally on purpose.
we're gonna go over some theories
Yeah.
about some suspects. We're gonna kind of start with the profiler view. They kind of believed that the pattern fit that he was a local male adult with mobility and knowledge of the area. So extremely vague.
Like he's a man who can walk.
He's a
and
man who
knows
can
the
walk,
area.
and he's lived here for a little bit. One of the most common ones I see, because I follow a lot of true crime pages and stuff, and a lot of places are always talking about the Zodiac.
Right.
One of the biggest suspects was Arthur Lee Allen. A lot of it's plausible because there's a lot of circumstantial links, but circumstance doesn't mean everything. The biggest thing I've seen, well, there's other things too, but one thing that sticks out is he wore a watch. It was a watch by the brand, and it also had the Zodiac brand crosshair symbol. So a lot of people believe, oh, he stole that from that, but it was apparently not an obscure watch at the time. He wasn't the only one that had one, and I doubt he was even the only one in the area that had one. Let's see if I can find some more stuff. That's not a whole. I know they made a documentary about him, or about him being the suspect. Oh, I see a long message from Paul. No, I've started arguing with him.
Right.
God don't allow good things to happen at Hump Hill. Get him, this motherfucker can tell time. Oh, humans see patterns in everything. I just think it's possible they didn't crack it. That's fair. I'd be interested in seeing if in cracking the ciphers they had multiple ideas as to what it was or just one. Something don't add up to me with it. And the feds would want to say they cracked it so they could finally wipe egg off their face after all that year. Now, all that's true.
Valid. It's valid.
I'd like to, if I can find a video of someone actually explaining it, I will send it to you. But I've exhausted all my knowledge about it. Let's see. Okay, so when it comes to Arthur Lee Allen, I'm going to go over a couple other things that made people think that, oh, yeah, this is the guy. The documentary, by the way, is a 2024 documentary called "This Is the Zodiac Speaking," where allegations were made by a family who were friends of Alan, which, if they're true, would reinforce the fact that he probably did it, because they even include in the documentary that he admitted to being the Zodiac before his death in 1992.
He done.
We'll get there. In 2010, an investigator named Dave Toshi stated that all the evidence against Allen ultimately turned out to be negative, so they ruled him out as a suspect. But some of the things that I'll just go over some of this. He was interviewed by Detective John Lynch on October 6, 1969. He was reported to be in the area of the Lake Berryessa attack on September 27th. He told Lynch that he was going to the lake, but changed his mind and went scuba diving instead. So I don't know if that was ever confirmed or not, but he was interviewed about that crime shortly after it happened, like within a week or two. Allen's former friend, a man named Donald L. Cheney, reported to the police that Allen had spoke of his desire to kill people, used the name Zodiac, and secured a flashlight to a firearm for visibility at night. Cheney said that this conversation occurred no later than January 1st, 1969, which would have been before some of the murders and after the first one. Allen was interviewed again in 1971, this time by a different detective, including the one that debunked or said that there was no evidence against him, it was all negative, Tashi. Allen admitted to having possession of bloody knives the day of the Baroness attack, claiming he used the knives to kill a chicken. They did search his trailer and apparently found nothing. In 1974, he was arrested for quote-unquote lewdness with a 9-year-old boy. He pled guilty and was sent to a state hospital for he was received a suspended prison sentence and 5 years for felony probation. Don't see how long he was actually there, but the thing that's interesting about that happened in 1974 when he was arrested. That's when the communications from Zodiac stopped in 1974. He was released on May 13th, 1977, and a possible Zodiac letter was received in 1978. So yeah, a lot of people say it's him, but the police have ruled it out, said it's not him. So I'd say out of all the people that it could have been, just from the evidence, this would have probably been the guy, but they never got anything to stick on it.
He's dead now too. So
yeah, they did have a stamp and received or were able to get a partial DNA profile from the stamp, the saliva on the stamp in envelopes. But they can't rule it down to just one person because it's only partial. So they can only exclude somebody, really. They can either rule someone's possibly a match or exclude them from being a match. They compared this this profile to Allen, his DNA, and it was not a match. So he was excluded. There was no way, there was no way it matched. So, and also there were fingerprints lifted from a scene, and his fingerprints did not fit that. Now, the problem with that is the crime scene it was found at was the Stein murder, which was the taxi driver. So, yeah, they basically were not able to confirm he was a suspect, and it sounds like they said it wasn't him. Yeah, that's all I got on that guy.
okay, all right. There are some pretty weird lineups there, crossovers. It looks like the chat has some things to say about that too.
Yeah, go ahead, because I just went off there for a little while.
What are you doing here with that fancy watch, white boy? Sarah said,
Curtis.
true. Right.
Can't
Paul
be.
said, right. Paul said, can't be Arthur Lee Allen. Why? 3 names. 3 named killers are political assassins.
We went over this one time. He's actually got a good point.
Right. Curtis said, "This guy's name is Shady. Case closed. We got him, boys." He also said, "Stop the year my mom was born. Case closed, boys. We got her."
Jesus Christ. John Wayne
And
Gacy.
Paul. Yeah, John Wayne Gacy. Well, I got some opinions of that. He was heavily involved in politics and a pain in the ass to some powerful politicians. Just saying. Yeah, who knows how many patsies, like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm about to say. But I do know that some of this shit is just there. And, I'm not strong into coincidences. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't put much stock in them.
So, that's... Yeah, there was really a lack of any way to prove that... they just never were able to prove that Arthur Lee Allen was the Zodiac.
Right.
Another one is a man named Gary Post. They claim that... a cold case group claimed photos, handwriting, and DNA links, extensive circumstantial evidence prove that he was a Zodiac. Official agencies have not confirmed. Critics flag the chain of custody and selective inference. The FBI's case remains open and unsolved, not publicly closed. So they basically pieced a bunch together. It sounds like it's just a bunch of people on the internet who thought they solved the crime and they had nothing. They just kind of... They said, well, due to the chain of custody and the selective inference and blah, 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 because of these things, it's got to be this guy. Oh, that doesn't... Stop it. Yeah.
When does that ever happen? If people on the internet don't do that, man. They don't fucking...
Especially true
they're
crime
smart.
people.
No.
Yeah, especially the true crime people.
They don't think they see something that the rest of humanity is too goddamn dumb to see. Sarah said she loves the idea of us discussing Gacy sometime. Well, I mean,
we could do that sometime. Absolutely.
This is a history show. It's not, this just happens to line up with the theme of the month. But I guess we could definitely talk about that sometime. If
Yeah,
that's something Dust would be interested in researching.
That's kind of the cool thing about the Tuesday live streams. Yeah, we do history. That is a part of history. It's not everyday history, but it's a part of history. Yeah, we could definitely do that sometime.
Yeah, it'd be pretty fun.
Jack the Ripper is secretly every serial killer all at the same time. Don't tell people you know. Oh, shit.
Oh,
Sorry, Chris. Question for both of you. Is the Zodiac Killer still alive? We'll start with that one. He's got multiple questions.
Okay. Is he still alive? I mean, I guess it's possible. He'd be old as shit now if it's a he. It's definitely possible, I guess, because if no one ever got actually locked up for it, then we don't know who died and if that guy was a serial killer or not. The Zodiac Killer or not. I don't know. I would say maybe, and that's very lazy and nonpartisan. But honestly, no, I don't know. Do I think he's still alive? Possibly, because no one was ever caught, and the time span of when it happened, it wouldn't be too old to be like unbelievable that this man could still be alive as an old man. Assuming it's a man.
I'm going to say he's still alive in our hearts. No, I believe he's dead. He's worm food, rotting in hell, whatever you want to say. I don't think he's still alive. And the reason I say that is just because it's not likely, I guess. My logic is this happened over 50 years ago. 50 years ago, 51, whatever. If it happened in 69, blah, 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 do the math, carry the 3. I can't do math. He would probably be too old right now. And if he lived a life, well, I don't know, because some serial killers didn't really do crime in other aspects of their life. Some of them, BTK, had a normal family life. Same with John Wayne Gacy. So, I don't know. I'd like to think that if he's still alive, I'd like to think that we figure out who he is while he's still alive. so that he can properly be charged. But even though if he's sentenced to life in prison, it's going to be a year.
Right.
I mean, like it's one of my favorite cases, like murder cases, to like watch documentaries and stuff on. But yeah, I'd definitely like to see justice served. I just don't know if it ever will. And as time passes, it's less likely. I believe the Zodiac was probably multiple people, all taking the name, and they just grabbed a cipher that was creepy enough to sell papers, mysterious enough to keep people engaged. That's the theory. That's what we're going on to our next point. Theory number, well, not really a number. Theory, what would this be? Who cares? Multiple killers, the copycats. I wrote this down too. It's possible. There's different MOs. There's guns, there's knives, there's the urban setting and the rural setting. And like I said earlier, that is unusual. So it's possible that there was more than one killer using the Zodiac brand, if you will. But at least the main 3 or 4, there's all links that suggest it's one person. There were likely copycats, but there's those 5 main victims rather, 4 incidences. It's kind of hard to argue because you can find the links between each one. You could argue it, and you may not be wrong. But I think those core events were probably one person.
Like there's a real Zodiac killer, and then there's other people that are like, oh, please.
Yeah.
I can Zodiac kill better. Not enough chopped up limbs. Or did he chop up limbs, or did he just leave the cryptic messages?
He would paint his message in blood.
Got you.
Now, this is kind of moving on. Remember in the Zodiac earlier he mentioned, or the cipher earlier he mentioned, that was not me on the TV show?
Yeah.
That's because somebody called in 1970. They called into a live TV show, the Jim Dunbar Show in San Francisco, and called saying they were the Zodiac. And this cipher was correct because it was not him. There was actually a person with mental illnesses named Eric Wheel. He was the one that called in and said that. So, yeah, so it wasn't, they were able to find out who made the call, blah, 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 tracked it down to this guy. He confessed to making the call. So the cipher was right, and that that was not me on TV. Which doesn't prove anything.
Right.
Also, after the taxi murder, police officers Dan Folk and Eric Zelms stopped and briefly spoke with a man near the crime scene. But they let him go because he did not match the suspect's description. Later, in one of his letters, the Zodiac mentions that I think the something to the effect of, your boys saw me and they just let me go. Or I talked to your boys and they just let me go. So, yeah. And there was no way. This was not information that was just put, oh yeah, the cops talked to a guy on the side of the road and they don't believe it was him. So, that, whoever said this was the Zodiac and probably was the person they talked to. One of the cops said that he honestly believed that was the Zodiac, that he has no doubt about it. So
Okay. So it sounds like Sarah was right earlier when she said the thing about, I know you didn't expressly mention the tall and dark thing, but that could have just been some racism for the time. It's like coming off of...
I think she's right about that. Now that I didn't write down that detail, but I think she's right about that. I think I have heard that in one of the documentaries. So yeah, that's all I've got for my notes today.
Okay. So I guess we can... You got stuff in mind, and then we'll get to the rest of these comments. And
No, go ahead with the comments. And then we can get off here because I got to make dinner still.
He's hungry, folks.
Hangry. Well, my fiance's gonna be home soon too, so I want to have dinner ready for her when she gets home.
Let's see here. To finish the rest of Paul's question, we pretty much? Do you have an opinion on who it
Oh,
was?
that's right. Yeah, he had a. Do you have an opinion on who it was?
Is it possible it was multiple different people who sent in their own ciphers?
The cipher thing's possible. Like the two that were never solved could just be people who didn't know how ciphers work.
Right, they just do random symbols. This looks
but the-
mysterious and creepy.
But the first two were of the same style, so I think that's probably likely that it's the same person. What else did he ask? Do you have an opinion on who it was? Honestly, if I were to choose someone based on the circumstances and the testimonies and everything else, and I don't really believe it's him, but if I had to pick someone, I would have said Arthur Lee Allen. He fits everything too closely, but you can't lock a man away or condemn them for things fitting when it's not, making connections when it's not there.
Canon 2025, apparently. But anyhow, oh, did I say that out loud?
Let's see what else we got.
Do I have an opinion on it? Not really, dude. I'm learning about this with anybody else that doesn't know something. It seems like I'm once again severely misinformed. Thank God for ChatGPT for being my brain before getting to this. I'm kind of with you, man. The Arthur Lee Allen dude sounds. The coincidences are enough to make you like, But also,
yeah, it makes you think at least.
And then, were there any more Zodiac killings after that dude died? Like after 1994?
Well, the Zodiac killings, the confirmed whatever Zodiac, the ones attributed to the Zodiac, stopped in. Let's see, where was it? Was it 1971?
Oh, when the dude went to the fucking loony bin, right?
He went to jail
Jail.
in 74.
Fuck.
Sorry, the last killing was in 69, the ones that were claimed by the Zodiac. There was only through 68 to 69. He did claim responsibility for 37 murders, though. So,
Damn.
but killers love to brag, and so we don't know for sure.
Right, he wants to exaggerate and make you guys think you're worse at the job than you're already doing.
So, where are we at on these questions at? It was the owner of the San Francisco Chronicle paper, made to sell a dying newspaper. I mean, I don't know if someone would go that far and kill people to make a newspaper, so maybe.
Sarah said she could entertain the possibility of it being more than one person. I think that's I think with stuff like this, especially like with the drastic change in the MO and stuff.
That's what I was going to go on to, especially that last murder. Like Paul said down here, the taxi murder was definitely someone different than the first murders. The MO was way off, and I believe that too. And if the Zodiac killer had contacts in the police force or the CB radio to listen to what the cops would call on, he would have known the cops, talked to someone. So yeah, I mean,
it's all that's to say it's definitely possible. All right, that's what I'll leave off. That's my final answer, is that it's all plausible. Without knowing everything is a possibility, really. That sounds nonpartisan because it is.
Wrapping up some of these comments, Sarah says, "This was really cool. I enjoyed listening tonight. Just want to throw that out there. Thank you. We liked having you here, and we enjoyed your contributions in the chat.
Glad to see you tonight.
Every Tuesday we're here. If we're not, then we're not. But most Tuesdays we're here. I think we've only missed like one or two. We try to do
technical difficulties episode last week.
Yeah, that was fun. Cops call in every time they stop and talk to somebody. Did they in the 60s though? Yeah. So we don't think we've decided on next week's topic yet. Have we?
No, y'all got any? No, but if you guys have any recommendations, we'd love to hear them.
I've got a recommendation.
Oh, hit me.
How about next week? Because I know we've got a lot of gamers, a lot of nerds in our audience because we're nerds. How about we do the history of tabletop games next week?
Okay. Okay.
So like
yeah, I'd be down for
Dungeons
that.
and Dragons, and let's just say role-playing games, tabletop games in general.
Yeah. Yeah.
That could be pretty interesting. I think we'd have some fun with it. I've already started researching it, so yeah, it will be interesting.
Perfect.
But I'd prefer to do that one as a live stream as opposed to doing it as our podcast, because
Yeah.
I feel like that's something for you guys. I feel like you guys would
Right.
like it.
And it's no doubt that it's. I don't know. I have a good enough time doing it either way, but for me, it's more fun with the engagement from you guys. You know, when you can
Yeah.
sit there and ask your questions and help give a little life. It's like you're part of the episode.
You give us life, man.
Let's go.
And I feel like that's going to be a lot. You can read the old transcriptions from different police stations. I will look into that. Going off of what Paul's saying, and I think we've said all we need to say about next week. If you guys are interested in knowing more about the Zodiac stuff, don't just take my word for it, because we're not historians. I'm not a great researcher. Go and look into this stuff for yourself. It's fun. It's fascinating. If you like to learn things, if you like to problem solve, there's some interesting stuff in all of this. And I always encourage people to keep on learning. Why not play a tabletop game while talking about it? Because I can barely do this and read my research at the same time. No, we can look into that. There might be a way to do something like that.
You figure out what do you use for when you play D&D? What
We use,
what website do you guys use?
We use Discord and Roll20. There's your project for the week, Boo Boo.
Right. I got the Discord part down.
I'll talk to some of my friends that play with me, and maybe we can figure out a way. Maybe we could even have them join us or something. That'd be fun.
Yeah. Just do like a little one-off.
Yeah.
Here's some on the spot. Test your creative juices.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. So, hey, if you guys are still here with us, we didn't plug this anywhere else in the show because it kind of bogs things down. It feels like we're begging. If you guys want to support us, go to the go to our Patreon, patreon.com/everydayhistorypodcast, or you can send us a donation at Cash App sign Dustin Lloyd 2025, and I'll make sure Boo Boo gets his share. And
Please stop.
even if you send us $1, get us some coffee. That's
Right.
We live off of coffee and Celsiuses and C4s. So,
Right. Got an addiction to fucking keep up with, folks.
Paul's right about that. The Walking Dead would be a little bit easier. It's a lot more streamlined.
Oh yeah. We
Not
could
as
all
much
play
chaos.
together, Carl.
We could play together, Carl.
Yeah, Carl. Why'd you kill her, Carl? Why?
All right, guys, you have a great night. Thanks for joining us today, and hopefully we'll. Hey, remember to check out our podcast for one, anywhere you get your podcasts. Excuse me, even YouTube.
Go blow up
But,
the TikTok, folks. Go blow up that
Go blow up our
too.
TikTok, because our TikTok is still ticking
And talking.
and talking. Sometimes I'm going to be streaming games on there, and sometimes on here as well, wherever you're watching right now. But I wanted to try out the TikTok thing sometime. Check out our podcast. Join us every Tuesday, and have a great night. And happy Halloween.
Love you.